All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier self hypnosis coach and your personal guide. So, as I was getting ready for today's pod, um, I was, taking a moment to just reflect on the day, reflect on my conversations with my clients, with the people that I've now started to reach out to, so that I can invite them onto my podcast show. And as I was kind of like just looking back at the day, one thing struck me, especially as a digital coach. How easy do you find it to be able to maintain your routines, right? Because if you think about it, the word routine itself has two different implications, right? Routine means that it is repetitive. Routine also means that it can get very tedious, it can get very tiresome, it can get very, like it literally drones you out, right? So this kind of got me thinking. I just let my mind drift for a bit, and the one thing that definitely came back was, especially as a digital coach, when you really want to be able to achieve something of value, when you want to be able to create a dream, have a movement, have a mission that is bigger than you. um, Routine is actually your friend. Now, I say this not like I'm some expert at it, but I can definitely tell you that this is one area, one aspect of my life that I have struggled with for many, many years. I have, won and lost uh, many battles. But, like they say, you can lose the battle, but you can win the war. Um, I can tell you now, after having tried many, many different versions over many, many years, that as long as you take each day literally as each day, and you could maybe practice discipline, which in itself sounds very tough, very very stiff, very strong. Sure, there may be seasons in the year where you feel that you are in a good place and where discipline comes easy, where it feels effortless. But there'll also be seasons in your life, there'll be seasons in the year where discipline can literally be your worst enemy. So one thing I can tell you is that, it's okay if on a given day, it's okay if in a given season, you find yourself kind of more on the losing side of, maybe let's say you're losing a couple of battles. That may be a day, that may be a week, maybe even a month at times. But just remember that when you zoom out and you think about life over the span of, let's say, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, what are you choosing, right? Are you choosing to see yourself as someone who won at life, or have you just kind of like in this moment given up and said, that's it, for the rest of my life, I am going to be a loser? Right? These are the kind of questions that when you start thinking about, these are the kind of questions that you start journaling about, you might just surprise yourself, right? And take it from someone who, has spent many, many years practicing, exploring both sides of this equation, where there are times where I feel like a winner. There are times where I know that my, um, let's say my demons, that are, um, my limitations, they seem to, they feel like they're, getting the better of me. But like I said, when you zoom out and you see yourself over the score of, let's say, the next, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, right? What kind of a person do you see yourself being? That is the question sometimes that can bring you right back. That is the question that can sometimes help you, realize that maybe momentarily you were feeling a little out of sorts, but that, like everything else, this too shall pass. So, you know, especially if you are a digital coach and you are maybe right now struggling, um, it may be, like they say, when we have cold season, today we have names for this, like the seasonal affective disorder. It may be a mild case of depression. It doesn't really matter. What's important is that you have chosen, as a coach, you have chosen to make a difference in the lives of others. And once you have made that decision, for the rest of your life, you get to, treat your life like a masterpiece, which means you keep working on it. It is never done. So, in spite of all of this, of course, if you are a digital coach and you find yourself struggling, you find yourself stuck, please reach out. And like I said, that is one of the main reasons why I make it a point to show up and do these lives, shoot these pods every single day. So, wishing you all the very best on your journey. And if there's any way in which I can help you, please reach out and let me know. And of course, as always, remember to live with purpose. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. God bless. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.